Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar. My name is Mehdi from DCS Global, and today we will discuss our new product line, the Lanai TV and Agile Display Solutions. Before we begin, let's review a few house rules. First, if you have any questions, please use the chat feature. I will be monitoring them. And at the end of the webinar, we'll open up a live discussion if you choose to. This webinar will also be recorded and we'll be sharing it afterwards. And once again, thank you all for joining us today, and we hope you find this session helpful. Without further ado, let's dive into our presentation with Craig Jacobson, our CEO here at DCS Global. Take it away, Craig.
Thank you, Mehdi. I appreciate you doing the introduction. I want to talk a little bit. I appreciate everybody joining that's come to learn about our new products. Today, we're going to be discussing the products in detail. We have, and if you'll advance the slide, Mehdi. We'll have myself, Jeff Goldstein, and Randy Marcotte engaged in the discussion with us here today. Go on to the next slide, Mehdi. And as Mehdi has explained, I am the CEO of DCS Global. So our agenda is pretty clear cut. We are going to discuss who we are as an organization. We're going to give a product overview, as I mentioned. Randy's going to talk about some case studies, and then we'll do a live Q&A as Mehdi outlined in her introduction. So, I guess without further ado, Mehdi, go ahead and go to the next slide. Talk about who DCS Global is. So DCS Global began operations in 2013 with a heavy focus on the collaboration market, dealing specifically with video conferencing and video conferencing solutions. Over the years, we evolved. In 2018, by definition, we became a technology integrator and began servicing a number of different verticals and expanded our product offering to include a number of different solutions, while still maintaining a heavy focus on the collaboration services we provide to the market. In 2021, we purchased a kiosk manufacturing company on the West Coast and added the kiosk portfolio and signage portfolio to our services. And then again as the world evolved for us in July of this year, we were acquired by a parent company and became part of a 4-tier organization that is now represented by DCS Global, and the logo you see in the bottom right of the corner of your screen, Texas Data, VoIP, and Security. So from an integration standpoint, technology integration, DCS provides integration services and a product portfolio that expands beyond what Jeff and Randy are going to talk about today. Our expertise in the outdoor market, digital signage market, has expanded over the years. We have an entire portfolio of outdoor displays, kiosks that we bring to market to include some digital signage solutions that adapt well to our customers' needs and work well with our devices. Next slide, Mehdi. So as I've mentioned, DCS Global and we focus on technology integration with a significant focus on the collaboration space. And as the next slide will depict, Texas Voice and Data, as you see up in the top header of that splash page on the website, specializes in a lot of the location-centric services and additional managed services that support organizations worldwide. So from a technology stack, if you look at the technology stack, DCS Global and TDAV now bring to the market really all services in the technology stack, with the exception of coding and developmental application development. We don't do that. So next slide, Mehdi. Jeff, I'm going to let you take it away from here on.
Thanks, Craig. Thanks for that overview of what we are and who we are. Um, my name is Jeff Goldstein. I'm the Director of Sales at DCS Global. I've been with DCS about 4.5 years, and prior to that, I was with a kiosk and digital signage company. So I've been doing this about 20 years, kiosk, digital signage, hardware, software, and I'm very excited to introduce this new product to you. Go ahead, next slide, Mehdi. Um, what this is this is an outdoor television or an outdoor digital signage piece that's two different products, but really the same form factor and same look. The first one is the Lanai TV. We're calling it for home use, but also it can be obviously for bars and restaurants, anywhere you want to stream entertainment. It's going to come with a waterproof Amazon Fire Stick and a waterproof remote control. And it's very easy to set up, and I'll get into the little details here in a little bit. But the Lanai sister is going to be for businesses and commercial use, and we're going to call that the Agile. And the difference there is it's going to have a built-in Windows computer. And that Windows computer can be running a content management system or some other piece of software that you would run on a Windows system, and they can be controlled remotely from any desktop or anywhere that's connected. Next slide, please, Mehdi. And this is what has gotten me a little bit excited about this product and why we're bringing it to market is there's a few key differentiators between what we have and what's currently in the marketplace. And let's start from the main thing, which is sunlight readability. If you are familiar with sunlight readability, they're measured by nits. And your regular home TV is in the 300 to 500 range. The computer screen you're looking at is probably the same. And what they call partial or sunlight is in the 1500 nit range. And full sunlight, which what we're offering, is 3000 nits. There's not many out there that are offering full sunlight readable. And by that, I mean it can literally be in the sun and there's going to be no glare. You'll be able to see what is on the screen. And the unique thing about this too is it's an IP66 rated enclosure. Most of the screens on the market that consider themselves outdoor are not IP66, they're IP65, which is water resistant. IP66 is waterproof and dust proof, which is really good for desert environments. I'm in Las Vegas. These would be great in this environment outside with the dust and the wind. It's not going to affect the performance of the screen. You might have to clean it every now and then, but it is going to be fully dust and waterproof. So that's very important. Those two features, 3000 nits, IP66 really sets us apart in the marketplace for a true outdoor TV/display. It's also an IK10 rated impact resistant, which I won't bore you with the details, but it could take a whack. May not be hurricane proof, but it's definitely could take a hit outside and when something hits it, it's not going to damage it. All the ports you can see on these machines are watertight. So we're not going to worry about any of that. You can basically place it anywhere you'd like outside. And then really what the main from my standpoint is the thinness of these screens and how lightweight they are compared to what's in the past. In the past, you would have to have an air conditioning unit in these things to keep them cool. Now, with the way the new technology is with fans and the technology to light the screens isn't as hot as it was in the past, you can keep these temperate. And to say where these can go, I forgot to mention, the temperature range is -50 to +150. So I don't think there's anywhere in the world that you're going to have a problem with these. And if you do, then really you have more of a problem with the weather than you do with the screen itself. So these really can go anywhere you want them to go outside is basically the bottom line, which allows you to put them by a pool or at any angle you'd like in a bar or restaurant. And the price point is going to be pretty much the same, if not cheaper, than comparable units that have less nits and a lower IP rating. So our price points are going to be great. Just a general overhaul and pricing. You're in the $2,500 to $7,000 range, 32-inch, 43-inch, 55-inch, 65-inch, and 75-inch units. So they do get fairly large, but even the 75-inch units are only about 150 pounds. So we're not talking, in the old days, those used to be 500-600 pound units easily. So really, those are the main points of these units, and this is why we're excited to sell these. And again, since they're thin, shipping costs aren't going to be that expensive, easier to install, not as heavy to put on the wall. Just a lot of benefits for these units, and I really think you're just going to start seeing a lot more outdoor advertisement and just outdoor TV and outdoor entertainment with the, everyone loves streaming these days. So it's a great product to put outside. Next slide, Mehdi. And yeah, I was just touching on some of the market opportunities. Yeah, the entertainment trends, Netflix, all the various streaming services we have. It's only going to get bigger, and you can use this outside anytime. As long as you have Wi-Fi outside, these do have a built-in Wi-Fi booster, which means it's just basically going to get better Wi-Fi outside, but you do need to have Wi-Fi outside. The Agile systems, though, will have a hardwired network connection. So you could hardwire those because it's going to have a Windows PC in it. We do see increasing demand, and as I touched on earlier, you are starting to see a lot more outdoor signage. In the kiosk world, we're selling a lot more interactive systems outside. These systems, I don't think I've mentioned, these are all non-touch units. The touchscreen units are available. They're a little bit bigger, but these particular units, the Agile and Lanai, are both non-touch systems. And yeah, we're running a special offer today. Free installation of these Lanai TVs at whatever location you want, for any webinar participant who makes a purchase.
That would include, that would also include anyone who watches this over YouTube and comments or on our LinkedIn page. So webinar participants today, and thank you for attending. But Jeff, we also want to extend that free install on the Lanais for folks who find us on our LinkedIn page and our YouTube channel.
Sounds great. It's a great deal. Love it. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Randy to go talk about some case studies.
Thanks, Jeff. We are very excited about this product, and it is available now. I know, Jeff, we've been working on the when it comes, and it has landed. So we do have product available. We are shipping direct, and we've had some installs and some proof of concept. It's a new product, and we have priced it below the major competitive. So you will see LG and Samsung, Sharp, and some of the obviously more well-known brands out there with outdoor TVs. Again, key things to remember, not the same specifications. There are very few offering this level of brightness and this level of resistance to heat, dust, and tap testing that Jeff mentioned. So we are better than others and less expensive. And we're doing that because we are stripping down the TV to those two functions, the Lanai with a Amazon Fire Stick and the Agile with a hardened PC, an IoT developed PC just for this application. So you're not getting onboard apps and all the other things that come with a more expensive TV, and therefore we're able to extend that savings onto you. So yeah, we want to talk about a couple of case studies. We are going to open up cross-participant chat in just a bit if needed. I've gotten a few customer questions that came to me, Jeff, that you've already answered on product and pricing. So thanks for preempting that. My background with DCS is through another acquisition, and I was a partner at Perfect Video Conferencing. So for many years, I was running my own business nationally with the focus on AV integration and really the video conferencing collaboration space. So when DCS purchased the kiosk line and digital signage, I became part of the team that wondered when would the conference room and those displays in the lobby then become the same ecosystem, and that time has arrived. You can now, in a Zoom world, for example, do digital signage, a lighter version of digital signage in your conference rooms via Zoom, and then you can pair your lobby TVs to broadcast a video conferencing a meeting out to those lobby TVs. So there's really no AV or IT difference between screens. They're just screens. And so with these two product launches, we want to make these screens more available and easier for you to manage on network. And that's why I'm proud to be part of the DCS and Texas Data VoIP and security team. Thanks, Mehdi, for transitioning the slide. I appreciate that. And let's just go to those two customer case examples, one on the Lanai and then one on the Agile. The products will speak for itself, right? hardened, outdoor, affordable, scalable, and light. Jeff mentioned the legacy TVs being much heavier, and that becomes an install logistics challenge and a maintenance logistics challenge moving forward. So the lighter the TV, the less muscle you need to move it. The less muscle you need to move an 85-inch TV, the cheaper our install. So there's a whole host of scale and ROI events that come with that. So in a homeowners association, we've deployed the outdoor TVs that are in a pool ecosystem, kids playing and soccer balls being kicked around. There's an adjacent tennis court, so you can imagine the things that can happen to an outdoor TV. And then they're generally in an overhang, so some weather resistance or weather tampering with these TVs. Put them on a cart, plug them in, roll them to where they need to engage the audience as needed. So there's a lot more flexibility to these. And in a bit, you'll see actually one of these submersed in water. And so, yeah, we're thinking homeowners associations, backyards, outdoor living, the mixed live home space as we work at home and we want to escape our home offices and we want to use our backyards. Why not have to set up and tear down a inexpensive TV event in the outdoors as you go. And then certainly, as Jeff mentioned, have the brightness that you need. So let's move to the business solution for the Agile. And it really does speak to its name and we're shipping it with a compute resource. On that compute resource, you can do just about anything. So whatever CMS platform you're interested in, whatever IoT Windows event, and we could support other OSs, but right now we're coming to market in a Windows IoT environment. So this case study speaks for itself. Taco trucks, regional chain of restaurants and trucks, so consistent branding through a CMS platform, out over the internet on a CMS management. Menu boards changing because ingredients change, price points changing because supply and demand changes. So what we were able to do is bring a bright, scalable visual to a high visibility environment. The other, in addition to the retail chain that I wanted to mention, the kind of the taco infrastructure, Jeff has a new sale coming, a high density urban cemetery. Wayfinding for a cemetery and pointing people in the direction of finding. And so the CMS infrastructure that we can put in place can have some interaction where you can QR code the digital content and then find your way around and find your loved one or whatever event may be happening. So think of fairgrounds, outdoor venues, spaces where you need to help people get acclimated to a space and then find their way around that space with the ability to not have to run to those devices and change the content, nor having maintenance need to service those devices on a regular basis or protect them from severe weather events. So, Jeff, I know you know those customers as well as I do. I don't know if you had any other comments. We are in wrap-up mode.
Yeah, no, those are great examples of where these can go. I mean, it's you're going to start seeing them in places you would never expect to see a television or a display.
We're very excited to be nearly first in market with this price point and first in market with these stats. So you'll see them start, you'll see our product on other websites as we start expanding through channels. So if you're a channel partner listening to this webinar and you're interested in hosting or reselling, we also do have a resale and partner program. So buy direct through Jeff and our website. We'd love to have you. But if you also want to work with your customers and share revenue, we would love to have you as a channel partner as well, depending on which lane you've come through. So Craig, Jeff, Mehdi, I don't know if we have any other wrap-up items. I did get a couple of questions that
Do we want to show the video real quick?
I do think we do. Yeah, so let's, as we transition to Q&A, Jeff, let's have you share what we teased you about, a little bit of how you can deploy these. And this is a bit of a gee whiz factor. Thanks, Jeff. Not only can you pour water on it, this one is actually underwater and working. Real fish tank, real water. Really cool. It'd be funny if we actually had someone stick their hand in there to show that it's water, but trust us, it is water. And yeah, we would support you sticking yours in a tank too if you want to. Your fish will like it. Thanks for the demo, Jeff. Mehdi, I answered the questions that were coming into us as panelists. I haven't seen any requests to open it for group conversation, but I know, Helen, you've stuck around, so if you have a question, go ahead and raise your hand. We'll bring you in. Some folks dropping out. Anything else? Mehdi, Jeff, Craig?
No, feel free to reach out though, and let's get some out there.
Let's show our contact information. And as we do, happy holidays. If you're watching this during the holiday season, if you watch it next year, happy new year, or if you're in the middle of May, we'll probably have some updates. So go to dcs.global. Our contact information is there, and we really do appreciate you tuning in. We're excited about this, and we look forward to getting some of your feedback as you take a look. Cheers.